Saffron is sold as authentic Nepal-grown crocus stigma, promising rich aroma and vivid color with a feel-good wellness halo. The pitch is romantic mountain farms and ethical sourcing. Reality check starts with the business. The site lists a Nepal office in Bagdol, Lalitpur, and a UK address in Greenford, with a single Nepal phone and a general inbox. The address format looks like a residential crescent rather than a commercial unit, which is not a crime, but it is not a showroom-level presence either. Domain history tools show the brand's domain is not brand new and dates several years, which at least beats last week pop-ups. The shop mixes saffron with mad honey and shilajit, which explains the lifestyle storytelling, but also means this is a multi-product boutique rather than a pure saffron house. On provenance, they claim first to brand Nepal saffron and to export it from Jumla and Dolpo. Most saffron globally is Iranian, followed by Kashmir and Spain, so Nepalese supply will be niche and small, which makes consistency a real test. If the promise is rare and ethical, the product has to back it up every jar. Now to how it performs in real kitchens. Customer feedback across marketplaces tells a mixed but useful story. On large Indian retailers and marketplaces, people praise smell and packaging when they get a good lot, and then others complain about weak color or muted flavor, which usually signals either lower grade threads or an old batch. That split is common in lower to mid-price saffron, where quality control swings by harvest. The pattern you want to see is consistent language over time about strong bloom in warm milk and a quick golden tint in rice, not just a few isolated 5 stars. Where people complain, they tend to say no color change or faint aroma, which is the opposite pattern. If you buy saffron often, you know early potency shows up within minutes in warm liquid and carries through cooking. When shoppers talk about Everest Saffron, they often mention okay for desserts or milk, but not as punchy as premium Kashmiri or top Iranian strands, which tracks with the price tier. Takeaway is there are satisfied buyers, yet the negatives cluster around potency and batch variability, more than shipping damage or seller communication. Policies and company hygiene are next. The shop publishes return and shipping pages with fairly standard language and promises easy replacement for damaged goods. That is fine as baseline service, but the refund copy is generic and light on exact timelines, which is not the clarity you want for a spice that can be faked or stale. Contact options are one mobile number and email with office hours listed, which at least sets expectations. On people, there is brand storytelling, but no clearly named founder with verifiable industry chops on the product page, and headshots are sparse. For a specialty product that lives or dies on sourcing credibility, it helps to see a grower cooperative or a named agronomist. Physical presence checks show social pages and regular posting, which indicates ongoing activity, but the UK address reads like a residence. That is not automatically sketchy. Many small exporters use home bases, yet you should treat it as an online-first shop rather than a brick-and-mortar brand. Nothing screams outright fraud here, but the governance is boutique level, not enterprise. Pricing and value are where this lands. Typical marketplace prices for Everest branded 0.5 gram to 1 gram sit in the mid-range. You can find comparable Kashmiri Mongra or Iranian Super Negin from specialty sellers at similar or slightly higher per gram rates. If you pay mid-tier money, you should get mid to high potency threads that stain warm milk fast and perfume rice without dumping half the jar. On safety and claims, keep your expectations culinary. Saffron has real research signals for mood and sleep support, but those are modest effects and doses are small. It is a spice first, not a miracle supplement, and it can interact with medications, and pregnancy is a hard no. Verdict is mixed, leaning legit small brand. The store exists, the product ships, and happy customers do exist, yet quality control looks variable, and the company transparency is average. If you love the Nepal origin story and accept batch variants, go small and test in warm milk before committing. If you want repeatable, high punch color and aroma for paella risotto and desserts, comparison shop trusted Iranian or Kashmiri saffron from established spice houses. Worth the hype or worth the headache? For most buyers, it is a cautious, maybe, so compare grams and grades across a couple reputable retailers and buy the one with the most consistent recent reviews and clear return windows.